Welcome back to the channel.
Are you going to say the line?
I feel shorter than you.
There it is.
The Frugal Fit Mom and I are here today to talk to you about a goal check-in for 2023. Okay.
It actually didn't come from me.
Okay, it didn't come from you?
No, it was a question on Instagram.
Okay, what's the question?
They desperately wanted a check-in on the ultramarathon training.
All right, well, we can do that.
So here you go.
And I needed an extra video. So we're gonna talk about goals for 2023. So let's just lay them out. What are the goals for 2023? The ultramarathon is the big goal.
The ultramarathon is the big race.
Yeah.
It is a 55K across about 8,000 feet of elevation up and down.
On the Continental Divide in Salmon, Idaho.
Yay.
Yeah.
So we're training for that right now.
I did it last year. Christine's a little intimidated.
The other goals are the following. I turned 42 this year, and so I created the 42 Never Felt So Good challenge, which is 4,200 miles across any exercise.
All of the things that we do.
All the things. Cross-country skiing, biking, running, hiking, snowshoe, walk, anything.
Yeah.
To accumulate 4,200 miles. I'm behind.
I'm way behind. That one is going to be next to insanity.
That one's really hard. I didn't realize how hard it was.
While we're doing this, the guys over at Jeff's Famous Jerky have sent us some jerky to sample.
Which, by the way, can I just say, this is perfect trail running food.
Yes.
This is perfect.
Let me read you all these. You can choose which one you do first. Sweet teriyaki, jalapeno carne asada.
Well, I'm not gonna say it like that.
Sriracha style black pepper.
Oh, that sounds good.
Old fashioned original, Korean barbecue. Ooh. Black pepper and sea salt. So which one do you want to try first? Oh, and by the way, these guys are giving 10% off. Anybody just types in 10% savings, all one word, 10% spelled out, savings spelled out, all lowercase, 10% off your order.
So it'll just be in the bloop. Hashtag non-spons.
Not sponsored.
But they did give us a code, which was super cool of them.
We're doing Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue for the win.
Okay, so tell everybody why you think your training's not going so well.
Everyone's doing better than me.
You're comparing yourself a lot to other people.
That are also doing the same race, so yes. I just want to disclaimer this, but I normally don't like jerky. That's good.
That's really good.
That's really, really good. Oh, and it's sweet at the end. Mm-hmm. Oh, that is good.
Okay, when I did the math last, to do the 4,200 miles, I think we needed 11 to 12 miles a day, every day for the rest of the year.
Yep.
That's really hard.
Uh-huh.
That means, I'm running 3 to 4 days a week. I'm getting roughly 20 to 25 miles a week on running.
You're not going to get it just running.
No, I'm adding miles on the trainer. Mm-hmm. You guys, it is almost March 15th, and there's 3 feet of snow outside.
Yeah. We
are not riding bikes outside very easily. And on a fat bike, the mileage that we get is
minimal.
I can run further than I can fat bike.
It's got to be road bike. To get the miles in you, it's got to be road biking.
Yeah. I think you're being really hard on yourself. I think
you're probably right.
Christine has made huge progress. She's way more consistent. 2022, 2021 were really challenging for you.
Yes, I'm at 460 miles total.
460. Hey, that's not bad.
It's not horrible, and I know I'm getting most of my miles in the summer on a road bike. I'm obsessed with the Peloton.
It's so helpful when it's this cold, windy, snowy outside without an indoor bike, an indoor trainer.
I don't know how
I'd have to be at a gym that has one.
So you can follow us on Peloton if you're on Peloton or the app. I'm Frugal Fit Mom. Are you Frugal Fit Dad?
I sure am.
And I keep trying to catch your bike miles, and I am still behind you. No, you're leading. You're 557. You're 100 miles ahead of me.
Is that for the whole thing?
For the whole thing.
100 miles, you can catch up to me pretty easily.
But I'm not. Yeah, I could, but I'm not.
Okay, I did run a half marathon on the treadmill on Saturday, which was yesterday.
Even our friend was like, dude, you crazy. I was supposed to do 12 miles this weekend. Mm-hmm. I was going to do it on Friday, and I put it off, and then I was going to do it on Saturday, and then I put it off, and here we are on Sunday, and I still haven't done it.
Okay, but what's your total ride miles for this week? You're at 57 miles.
I did 58 miles on the bike this week.
I'm at 32.
Yeah, I kicked your butt on the bike, but like if we moved to run, I did like 9 miles on foot.
I did 24. Okay.
I biked in lieu of running.
We're not on target yet.
So training's going great.
We're making progress. We really are making progress. You have made enormous progress. You have stacked multiple weeks on top of each other.
Yeah.
Sleep is killing me because I'm like really good for 2 or 3 nights in a row. I'll get a lot of good exercise, and then all of a sudden I'll wake up really early, or not be able to fall asleep, and then I have to take an entire day off because my head is so messed up from no sleep.
3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah, that's happened multiple times.
That is awful.
When I ran the half marathon yesterday, I was awake at 4 or 4:30, so I was in the gym on the treadmill at 5 a.m.
I'm sure you were, because there's a small amount of crazy people.
But that's my biggest obstacle so far is inconsistent sleep. And I'll give you a second one.
Okay.
My head is not in the right space. I am not feeling my goals. I'm not super motivated by them. The only
Not
one that
even by the race?
the race is, now that I did the race last year,
You're like, okay.
I'm like, okay, I know what it's gonna be.
Oh.
I'm not as worried. I was a little neurotic about it last year.
It's 34 miles over a mountain.
I can do most of that training in the 2 months before it.
Look who knows so much.
Oh, don't do that to me. Seriously. I really am motivated a little bit more by your 42.
Oh, okay.
Your 42 goal, but that's it. Like, none of my other goals am I really feeling. I'm like, I just don't know that they're super aligned with what I value. I don't know. I'm not in the right headspace yet.
How about I help you get in the right headspace?
I'd love to hear it.
As a treat for you, I have signed you up for a mountain bike race.
You have.
Well, I'm doing it too, but you're gonna do a 30-mile mountain bike race.
Are we doing the Big Sky Biggie?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna do the 15-mile, which, by the way, I'm really nervous about. I have never ridden more than like 11, 12 miles on a mountain bike at one time, and
Yeah.
I was not racing. It's a lot of elevation.
Yeah.
A lot. I think the 15-mile has like 2,800, which is a lot on a mountain bike.
That is a little bit more helpful.
It's a lot.
Okay.
And I know you love the mountain bike. Also, Dave and I are working on our NICA coach certifications. We're both leveling up this year. I love biking.
It's fun.
Really love biking. I love road biking. I love mountain biking. I love Peloton biking. I love biking. I have been struggling on the running. Here's what I know for sure.
Okay.
I did an Ironman in 2019, and my goal in that was to feel strong off the bike in order to run off the bike. So I rode my road bike a lot on hills. And here's what I learned in that summer of training. I was never a stronger runner than when I spent that much time biking. I didn't train the run that much.
You trained climbing hills on your bike.
And it transferred over to running and strong legs and endurance more than I ever would have thought possible. I am really using Peloton and biking as a heavy cross train for running.
Okay.
So I don't get the pounding running injuries from overuse.
That's really good. If that's your philosophy, I say you go with it.
Yeah, so I'm actually doing quite a bit of biking and a little bit of running. Because the running on the treadmill, anything over like 5 miles is soul sucking to me right now.
There's no good way to run outside right now.
I am feeling quite motivated that health-wise I'm feeling better.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking March is going to be better. Good.
Did you just put in your mouth?
I found the bacon jerky. And that is so good.
It smells amazing.
It is so good. Okay. You're going to have the other bite.
Don't be so close to me. What the
You gotta show what it looks like.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It is really good.
That's like the perfect salty bite that I can put in my pack.
I'm telling you, that is what I want to have in my pack on the Ultramarathon right there.
Yeah. That's perfect. You're not getting that back.
There is one more development that we haven't spoken about.
Do I know what you're going to say right now?
Yes, you do. You have committed me to do 75 hard. We were speaking about it. I was like, hey, we're really looking for something for our oldest son.
So give him some focus.
Andrew needs something to occupy his time.
Yeah, he's got some extra time, and we want him to.
He needs some practice with discipline and habits, routines.
Yeah, I think it's good for any 16-year-old to develop those.
So I was just saying, maybe we should do 75 hard. And the next thing I knew, she pulls me into the other room and says, Andrew, you're doing 75 hard with your dad.
Here's what it is. Don't you like how I just like sign you up for stuff?
Wow.
Do you know that this guy hated running until I signed you up for a half marathon? I just did it behind your back. And I was like,
they don't know that.
And I was like, hey, you're going to do a half marathon with me. And then like, you caught the bug.
I did. I caught the bug.
Yeah. You were anti-endurance.
We ran together a lot that summer.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try a different one?
We have to try the Jamaican jerk.
I love like a Jamaican jerk chicken. I love that.
Yeah. Ooh.
What?
It smells delicious.
Well, we could bite it like the spaghetti and later in the tramp.
Here.
Oh, no, you're not. Okay. No. Oh, that smells so good. That's excellent.
That's pretty good.
Whoa, it's smoky. Real smoky.
This is real jerky. Mm-hmm. These guys have done a nice job. Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
I just got kicked with little.
It gets you at the end. Oh my gosh. I was gonna get you in the end, man.
What are your plans going forward for the next month? This next month, it's April. We're looking at the middle of April and there's still no end of winter in sight. Keep on like January, February's progress and just kind of keep that a nice steady.
I'm trying to stack March into some longer runs on the weekends.
Okay.
In January, my short runs during the week were 3 miles. In February, they were 4 miles. In March, they got bumped up to 5 miles. I don't do anything shorter than 5 miles ever.
Okay.
In March. I've really been slacking on the long runs. Like I need to hit a few double digits.
Yeah.
In March, my first 20 miler is the first weekend of April.
What are you gonna do for a 20 miler?
I don't know.
You don't want to run around the neighborhood here
No.
for 20 miles?
No, I sure don't. I really don't want to do that.
20 laps around the neighborhood?
Nope. Really, really don't. Something that's really hard to do when you're endurance training, but really important, is to keep up the weightlifting.
Okay.
Okay, so
Why is that so important to you?
Because it's easy to drop because it's not sport specific. And then by the time you're like biking for an hour and a half and then like running for an hour, you've already worked out for 2.5 hours that day. And then to add another 30 minutes to an hour feels crazy at that point. I really want to keep like minimum 2 days of weightlifting. 3 would be better, but I'm also realistic.
Can you tell everybody what is a regular week routine look like for you?
Monday, I teach spinning on Mondays, so I have an hour bike. Monday is one of my shorter runs, so now that we're in March, that's 5 miles.
Okay.
Of any, it could be walking, it could be hiking, it could be running, it could be whatever.
So an hour of spin and then a 5 mile.
5 mile on your feet.
Gotcha.
Tuesday is a longer run. So that one, I think this week is 8 miles on my longer run, so it'll be 5. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is 585 on foot. So on my longer runs, I don't bike those days. I will probably weightlift on Tuesday. Wednesday, since it's a shorter run, I'll probably bike again. Thursdays are kind of my off. I usually do a longer bike on Thursdays, and then Friday, Saturday is my back-to-back long. So Friday, I think, is 8, and then this Saturday, I think I have hours, 2.5 hours on foot.
I just think you're doing better than you think you are. So take that win for where it is. It may not be on the tracks. The tracks are more like a set of guidelines.
Than actual rules?
Than actual rules. Yeah, I think you're doing well.
Thank you.
My regular week is very similar. I go to your spin class, and then I try to finish off with legs afterward. So usually we spin for 45 minutes to an hour. If we get there in time, I may have 15 to 30 minutes to do legs. And I usually like to do like Olympic lifts. I'll try to do like overhead squats, maybe some power snatches, maybe some front squats.
Yeah, so to be clear, my weightlifting is like CrossFit style, Olympic lifting, like full body movement. I don't typically do bodybuilding style workouts.
That's usually Monday. And sometimes I'll throw a run in at lunch. I have to kind of feel out where I'm at. But I'll either run at lunch or I'll lift at lunch. Now, my lunch workouts are hit and miss. Like lately it's been about...
You've been in too many meetings
2
lately.
or 3 days a week. So I try to get 2 workouts in a day, but right now that's only happening about 3 days a week.
I can't believe they want you to go to work and actually do work.
I know.
Like, what is up with that?
I know. But then I'll usually run on Monday or Tuesday, and then I try to run again on Wednesday, take Thursday off, and run Friday, Saturday. It's usually like 3 to 4 days a week. And I'm between all of those, if I'm hitting about 18 to 25 miles, that's perfect. That's my sweet spot.
I've never hit that on the running so far.
But what's really bad this last week when I got my high running miles in, my biking miles went down.
I mean, that's the way it goes. You do one higher, the other goes down.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the way, you don't have endless time. Like, we're not pro athletes.
So that's our March update on our goals, our progress. We are working in a few other plans for how we can be active with and do some fun things. I have a friend of mine who you know, who's lost a lot of weight, and we are looking at doing a 10K, 15K race together. So we're gonna try to get that on video.
Is he gonna do that?
We've been talking about it.
I thought that would be an excellent training run for our race.
Yeah, it would be good. So we'll see if we can do that one. So we'll keep you updated if that one gets put into the plans or not. And if anybody wants to run that one with us, they could.
If you wanted to sign up for the Big Sky Biggie,
the Big Sky Biggie, we will be there.
Big Sky, Montana, we will be there. I'm racing the 15 mile and Dave is racing the 30 mile. Well, racing's probably a loose term for what I will be doing.
I just want to finish.
I will be riding the 15 mile. I will not be racing the 15 mile.
Yeah. It's going to be it'll be our first race that's not NICA.
Well, I don't race the NICA races. I just go to them.
But we've never been to a race like this yet.
It's totally new. I've never done an adult mountain bike race. I would consider myself an amateur mountain biker.
Yes.
So
we are absolutely amateur.
We're gonna see what it'll be.
All right. So anyway, our question to you is: what are your goals? How is your 2023 going? What other types of races do you know of that we should be trying to sign up for? We probably have room for one more.
I'm thinking about doing a Cirque series. Yeah, there's a bunch in Utah that are not too far.
All right. Well, there you have it. That's our 2023 March goal, physical fitness. Ultramarathon training update. Hope you guys are having a good 2023 so far. Once again, Jeff's Famous Jerky.
Jeff's Famous Jerky, 10% off down below. And huge thanks to Jeff for sending these over for us.
This is going to be our training fuel for the next few weeks. So anyway, have a good one. We'll see you guys in the next one.